YouTube. This is Very Melon Man, and I just had my first online duel against another person. So, this is my match history, which will allow me to show you the replay against my first ever online opponent from Japan. So I'll just be quiet, and I want to see how this will play out here. Or maybe not. So this is my not quite complete, but ultimately competitive enough hero deck against this guy. We start with a hero lives, pay half a life points to special summon Stratos. We use Stratos to search for Ferris. Use Ferris' effect to discard Shadow Mist. To switch summon Ferris, then the chant rates allow me to use Shadow Mist to add Stratos to my deck to my hand. And Ferris will switch summon Vision Hero Increase with his effect. Speaking of which, Increase will summon itself in the graveyard by sacrificing Ferris. Then Violent will switch summon with Increase effect. Ferris will then let me add Polymerization. And from there, I can special summon extra hero Crush, allowing me to special summon the Malicious I sent to the graveyard earlier, in order to add another hero in my hand. Then I'll link those two off together to link summon Dread Decimator. I love this guy. Well, I love him now. But anyway, get Polymerization. I fuse Dunker with Liquid Soldier to summon Absolute Zero. Then I get to use Absolute Zero's effect to draw 2 and discard 1. I'll set Call to the Grave in case he tries something super competitive. It never really comes to pass, as you can see. Then I'll summon Solidus Soldier to summon Stratos again. Then add a third. 3 Stratos being legal is disgusting. Now I'm playing heroes again. And yeah, and these are rewards I've gotten for starting at Rookie and then being in the Bronze Cup. And these gems will last until I get promoted to Bronze. And as you can see by the missions, yo, got a lot of missions complete there. Alright then. Now, a real online duel would never be that short, but that's just me showing off how that would work if I did. So then we're going to do the Warriors with the 6 Elemental Lords. Let's see what the lore here for these guys is. The world is composed of 6 elements: earth, water, fire, wind, light, and darkness. Don't forget divinity. The elements were brought to earth by 6 elemental lords. The world is at peace as long as the 6 elements are in equilibrium. However, when that balance is disturbed, the elemental lords appear. The elemental lords' physical forms have increased in density enough to be seen by humans as disaster occurs. The elemental lords have appeared numerous times, causing natural disasters throughout the world. The ancients built temples to calm these recurring natural disasters. People prayed continually, but the elemental lords did not possess the capacity to answer those prayers. However, the people's desperate prayers would be answered in miraculous for hundreds of years. Had nothing to do with the elemental lords may have taken pity on them. So, element sabers. Okay. The elemental lords have chosen a handful of humans. They were called Element Sabers. They served the elemental lords and maintained the order of the elements. I actually had no idea that these Element Sabers were connected to the lords. That's pretty sick. So now we're playing Elemental Saber deck. By the way, instead of having Rescue Rabbit, I bought and purchased the Dark Magician as my Duel avatar, saying on my side as a cheerleader. Only 100 gems. So, an Elemental Saber deck with Element Saber monsters have effects that allow their attributes to be changed when they're in the graveyard. We have 5 Element Saber monsters in the graveyard. You can use these effects to fulfill the special summon conditions for the mighty Elemental Lords. I didn't read this for the Monarchs, because if you've never played Yuga before, even you can figure out that Monarchs are meant to have their effects activated when Tribute Summon. Alright. Rock Element Saber. Palace of the Elemental Lords. Okay. Alright. Boss, you control getting attack defense with a number of different attributes in your graveyard times 200, but once returned, you can add an Elemental Saber monster to your deck to your hand in order to skip your battle phase. And once returned, an Elemental Saber monster in your hand or field, you send a card from the hand to the graveyard after the effect. You can touch that many Elemental Saber monsters. Ooh, that's nuts. Alright, let's add La Putia Mana. Okay. I got the La Putia Mana. Alright. Now I can send more to the graveyard. Depending on the attribute that Element Saber is in the graveyard, Element Saber that puts the mana activates powerful effects that protects you and your monsters from special summons. In addition, Palace will have an effect that increases the monster's attack and some different attributes. There are 2 Wire Elemental Saber Nalu monsters in the graveyard. Add the effect of Nalu and change this attribute. We'll use the first one. Let's just go with Fire. Why not? Now selling melee as well. Alright. Now attacking on this monster and win the game. Alright then. So this is actually a really good tutorial on how to make use of an Element Saber deck if that's what you're going to be doing. And I now have more Dark Orbs, which allows me to unlock locked chapters. Cool. We'll do the loner first, then we'll deal with my deck. The solo mode has so far been... I gotta say though, I think it's pretty cool to have, instead of a traditional story mode, that we're getting a bunch of lore dumps in the form of a story mode. That's pretty nice. Pot of Desires. Let's have their Pot of Extravagance again. Set 2. You cannot target out Palace. Once starting to treat on surface or something Element Saber from your deck with a different attribute. You can intend to switch. Oh. Alright, we'll set this then. Alright. So I should be doing this every time I can do that. Alright. Alright, let's see. Okay, Melo's effect. Send Aang to the graveyard. No. We'll send the Makin to the graveyard. Alright. Wind, Earth, Light. Okay, Light, Earth, Wind. You're a fire, so we're gonna attribute you. Sorry, I have a short attention span. Alright. So... Alright. So that is a total of 4, which means that if something happens to Nalu, I can just have them all use one effect. Okay. That's cool. That's some cool stuff. Alright, that's at least one of every element saber in my deck. Graveyard, alright. So now we can technically start making elemental lords. Yo. Alright, let's make everything water. One. 2. Oh, shoot. And there's 3. Okay. Can I call Morgan? Seriously? That's a good one. Sure, no problem. Sure, no problem. That's why I wanted to, like, remind you. Nope. Imagine someone... This has to be extremely cumbersome to do in real life. Alright. Aina. Go last one. Water. Alright. Let's touch on Mooling Glacier, the Elemental Lord. Discard your entire hand and add Elemental Lord monsters to your graveyard in your hand. No, I'm not doing that. Yeah. Goodbye to 2 cards in your hand. Man, if I get these out first, it's sayonara to your hand. That's incredible. I don't know what's on as well. Not for Val. No. Alright. Okie dokie. Warrior turning alive, that's fine, doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter because you do not have any means of making it come back. You have like 0 means of making it come back. Lightning Storm. Alright. This time we're gonna play Pyrex. If this face support leaves the field, whoa, that's nuts. Alright, fire. That's 2 fire monsters. It's 3 fire monsters. Man, this would never work in anime. It's just I activate the effect of these 4 random elemental saber monsters in my graveyard to make them all the same attribute as this 5th random element saber monster in my graveyard. Alright. Blow that one up. Ooh, we both take damage. Okay. And this is it. Tadome Da. Cleared my deck. Got a fire orb. Okay. Just curiously, what are you locked by? A light orb. Alright. So, these will take 200 to open up. So I guess the plan is to save up till we get at least 600 of each element. Then we'll do the locked doors. We'll get the duel next episode. Let's play with my deck now. Get the clear rewards, which is the structure deck. Alright then. Now to get hero crazy. Special summon Ferris in order to special summon increase my hand. Right. Oh, for my deck. Okay. Then I'll use increases effect. Tribute Ferris. Special summon increase. Have an increase effect. The special summon Violon. Activate Violon's effect. Descend Shadow Mist to the graveyard. Activate Shadow Mist effect to add Stratos to my hand to the graveyard. Oh my goodness. We'll summon an element to a Stratos. Activate Stratos effect. Add a hero monster into my hand. We're not going to add Super Polymerization. That's out of the question. Okay. Banish a hero monster to add polymerization. You don't really need Ferris anymore. No. Alright. Well, special summon extra hero Wonder Diver. One will fuse Stratos and company to fuse to summon Absolute Zero. Wonder Diver lets me set Polly back on the field. And Liquid Soldier lets me draw 2 and discard 1. Then we Lightning Storm. Alright. Runs a turn there. Puya made it. Oh. Okay. What? Okay. Okay. So over a bow. So I just want to hero monster in hand. Fine. Well, I suck. I'm almost entirely certain that I could have. Cannot attack directly at all, can you? Well, that sucks. have two Dark Monsters. Why on Earth wasn't I allowed to fusion summon Starving Venom Fusion Dragon? Alright. It's just weird. I should have been allowed to play Starving Venom. I guess AI is taking pity on me now because... Oh my god. I guess you need one more Element Saber in your graveyard now. No. Throw them all per. Great. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, that was a terrible last couple of turns. That's entirely my own fault. Alright, let's finish this off. The Element Sabers now protect the temples, which Pokemon no longer visit. They diminish the elements that comprise the world not flare out control. Let's say, for example, the element of fire flares up. The Element Saber would enhance the power of the water element. It would rain toward the land, extinguishing the flames. When one element gets out of hand, the forces of the element increase, restoring balance. The Element Sabers inherit only a fraction of the Elemental Lord's authority. They cannot exercise all their power, nor should the power make them feel as if they are gods. Their usability command training do right. Training never ends with Element Sabers. Where are they when the Monarchs started messing everything up, though? Well, I have money for it now, so... We have the No Structure deck, Magician of Pendulum. Which means we can also get 3 of these cards if we so desire. Nice, actually. Well, alright then. I'll see you guys in the next episode then.